Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome to camp.
We're here at the Maker Camp up in the Catskill Mountains, and we're learning how to make all kinds of stuff.
Got so many craftsmen and women here: bladesmithing, leatherworking, tooling, woodworking, carving, smelting. There's makers from all over the country here and even around the globe. We're excited to be here, guys, and it's going to be out of this world.
We rented an RV and set out on an adventure to answer the question, what is a maker? There's been a huge movement in the DIY world over the past few decades that spawned a new breed of craftsmen and women that believe in learning by doing. So, we jumped in to learn not only some new skills, but more about the mentality behind the maker community.
What is a maker?
Anybody who likes making things. It could be painting, it could be welding, it could be leather work, axe work, I mean, you name it. Makers are more generalists, where they might be okay at a lot of things, maybe good at some things and willing to try other things.
I'm one of those people.
You're making all kinds of things. So yeah, that's a maker.
Another big part about being a maker that we learned throughout the weekend is taking something old and giving it new life by either restoring it or turning it into something completely new, like taking a tree and making a live edge slab.
What is a maker? Well, I think a maker is anyone that has the mentality of saying, hey, how is that done, or how can we do that better? It's someone who says, this isn't a problem because we can engineer our way around it. You know, I'm not an engineer, but I use engineering in just cutting lumber. And I think that's what the essential maker boils down to, is someone who says, there are no problems in this world. We can build our way out of this.
Maker Camp's only one weekend out of the year, but the maker community has been hard at work all year long to utilize old world techniques, making structures that live at the camp, and even making their own steel to be forged into tools.
Smelting, you're taking the ore and refining it, like just melting out the actual metal bits, right? Is there a better explanation?
There's definitely a better explanation, but it's close.
There's a chemical reaction that goes on where the charcoal produces carbon monoxide when it's superheated, and it's removing the oxygen molecules from the iron. And then through the whole smelting process, you're removing that last oxygen molecule to just get pure iron.
What is this?
So this is the iron that came out of the furnace that we ran yesterday. Now what we're gonna do is all of the pieces that didn't stick to the main bloom, or the main section of iron, we'll take those and remelt them to combine them back together. So the next step from here is we're gonna fill up the furnace and then start feeding these pieces in small amounts at a time. They'll melt below the airflow and reconsolidate. This will produce a usable steel
That you can forge.
that we can forge and make tools.
It's about time to pull this puppy out of the fire.
Am I part of the team now?
Good job.
Hell yes.
There we go. Round of applause for
Smelt
you.
Team 6!
A maker is the person who tries to solve a problem, tries to pick up something and manipulate it. A maker uses both sides of their brain, their creative side and their mathematical side. It's about the need just to create, that passion, that drive. A maker can be a little kid playing with Legos and train tracks, all the way to a full-grown adult sewing, fashion design, woodworking, metalworking, jewelry design, any form of fabrication that you're into and you're passionate about, that's a maker.
I designed this. It's based off the idea that everything just starts with an idea.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you do. You can be an accountant. If your thing is that you make spreadsheets, that's a maker. Like everyone does it in their own form. So it's that idea to use your brain, your logic, and your creativity, to use your hands to make anything exist that didn't before.
So we put our making skills to the test with the help of the Renegade Volt from Aesop and plenty of pearl abrasives to take this old beat-up anvil and give it a new life so it could go home with one happy maker. The rain couldn't stop us, the cold couldn't stop us. The only thing that stood between us and a finished product was 2 boxes of electrodes and plenty of abrasives. But when we finally got to a finished product, it felt great to make it. But the making didn't stop when the sun went down, because every night there was something fun to do to make plenty of memories.
My name's Austin from Weld.com. We're over here at the Aesop booth. We've been here all weekend. We're doing some Anvil Restoration, some welding, some TIG demos. We're doing a giveaway this evening. We're giving away brand new Aesop hoods, courtesy of Weld.com and Aesop. Tony, you're the winner of the welding machine. Come down to the pavilion, please. Come on down.
But making a lucky maker's day, giving them a new welding machine and new hoods, was the best thing we made all weekend.
Makers Camp was a blast, and that's a wrap for it, eh?
Yeah, a little mud, a little rain can't stop us from having fun and learning what it's like to make stuff.
These makers are resilient, and as they keep saying around here, makers are gonna make. Big shout out to Aesop and Pearl Abrasives for letting us use a bunch of welding machines, the cool new Volt. We gave away one of the Rebels. We were able to use a ton of abrasives to hard face and anvil. We grinded a lot this weekend.
Lots of grinding.
And we're excited to come back next year.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.